Hey everyone, this is Kyle from FiNE, and it's time for another roundup of recent personal finance, credit card, and travel news. The end of 2023 and beginning of 2024 have brought a bunch of news that could affect your wallet. So I've compiled some of the top stories from this past month to share, including a new deal from SoFi, changes to Bilt Status, another new brand from Hilton, and more. First up this month, SoFi is currently offering an increased IRA match for tax season. For a limited time, SoFi Invest is giving customers the chance to earn a 2% match on IRA contributions. This offer is good through April 15th, which happens to be the cutoff date for 2023 tax year contributions. However, this 2% match is valid for 2023 and 2024 contributions. So if you're under 50 years old and max out both contribution years during this promotion, you could earn a total of $270 in matching funds. While this deal is similar to one offered by Robinhood, which offers a 1% match by default and 3% match for gold members, there is a difference in how long you'll need to hold the funds for. Robinhood currently requires you to keep them for 5 years in order to retain the bonus, while SoFi says contributions must be held for 2 years. Ultimately, if you have yet to contribute to your IRA for 2023, this 2% match could be a good opportunity to get a little bit extra while also setting money aside for your future self. Speaking of taxes, Intuit has added a TurboTax integration to Credit Karma. Credit Karma users can now file their tax returns through the platform's app. To get started, customers can tap the More tab in the upper right corner of the home screen and then select Income and Taxes. From there, under Tax Tools, they can tap File Taxes, which will launch the TurboTax interface. Unfortunately, while those with simple tax situations like a single W-2 can file federal and state returns for free using this feature, those who are self-employed as well as others with more complicated taxes may need to upgrade to a different plan. By the way, if you're wondering what happened to the completely free Credit Karma tax platform, it was sold to CashApp as part of the Intuit acquisition and is now CashApp Tax. Also, this new integration comes as Intuit is in the midst of shutting down Mint and moving some of the app's features to Credit Karma. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing remains to be fully seen, but it does make the platform a bit more interesting. Next, those with certain T-Mobile plans will soon have complimentary access to Hulu. Starting January 24th, those with the Go 5G Next plan will be able to add Hulu to their account for no additional cost. As you can imagine, the version of Hulu that's offered here is the ad-supported tier. This new benefit joins other T-Mobile On Us offerings such as Netflix and Apple TV+. However, as mentioned, this Hulu perk only applies to those with the top-tier Go 5G Next plan, whereas those other streaming services may be offered to those with less pricey plans. So if you're already a Go 5G Next user, then this is a nice added bonus, but it's probably not worth upgrading for if you're not. Moving on to our near-monthly Bilt update, the company has revamped its loyalty status program for 2024. Bilt is changing the way that members earn status this year, starting with the fact that it will offer 2 different paths for moving up the ranks. Now, customers can reach silver, gold, and platinum status either by accruing a certain number of points in a calendar year or spending a certain amount in the quote-unquote Bilt ecosystem in a given year. For example, earning silver status previously required earning 25,000 points, but will now require either earning 50,000 points or spending $10,000 on your Bilt MasterCard or via Bilt Dining, Bilt Travel, etc. However, that spending figure does exclude rent payments. So what does Bilt Status even get you? Well, in recent months, it's been a factor in the size of transfer bonuses customers can take advantage of on rent day. Take, for example, this month's rent day where Blue level members could get a 75% transfer bonus to Flying Blue or Flying Club, whereas those with Silver, Gold, or Platinum could earn bonuses of 100%, 125%, and 150% respectively. Plus, Status has also played a role in when members could book special Bilt experiences, such as dining events and NFL game day suites. Overall, I'm honestly not completely sure what to make of these changes, but I'll see how this year goes as a silver member myself. In travel news, Hilton has revealed the name of its previously announced new extended stay brand. After previously announcing an extended stay brand under the codename Project H3, Hilton has now revealed the actual brand banner, LivSmart Studios. While Hilton reportedly has several deals in place to build these projects across the country, the first location is currently under construction in Kokomo, Indiana, and it's expected to open in late summer. LivSmart Studio locations are aimed at those looking to spend 20 nights or more on property, and thus will feature practical room and property amenities for these long-stay guests. This includes offering rooms with an equipped kitchen, as well as multi-purpose furniture and a spacious bedroom. Meanwhile, properties will feature outdoor patios with grills, fire pits, and other amenities. Personally, even for shorter stays, I think LivSmart Studios sound like a win, but of course the odds of me staying at one will depend on the pricing and locations. Still, it's a brand I'll be keeping an eye on. Lastly, there's good good news for those who need to renew their passports, as wait times have finally normalized. Recently, the State Department revealed that passport processing times had returned to pre-pandemic levels. This means that wait times, not including shipping, are about 6 to 8 weeks for routine service or 2 to 3 weeks for expedited service. Anecdotally, my wife managed to send off her passport with regular service and received it back in under 3 weeks. Even if your passport expiration isn't upon you, you may still want to renew sooner rather than later, as various international destinations have different rules about how much validity time you need to have before visiting, with some even requiring 6 months. So with wait times being more stable and predictable, it may be a good time to send off your passport before the summer travel season. Hopefully this roundup gave you a better idea about what these updates are all about, but for more on these stories, I'll have links to some of my articles in the description box down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos all the time and roundups like this one each month. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on FIANY.